All right, YouTube going live here on Instagram. Actually, let me go grab a box for this break. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you guys had a nice little weekend. A little good time with your fam. All right, we're running the same thing we have been the past couple of nights, and we only have 16 teams left. I'm taking massive deals. Send offers on anyone. Multiple teams obviously will get you a better deal, but you can do offers on one team if you want. We only have 16 teams left. This should fill fairly quick. I'm taking deals on anybody and everybody. Just send offers my way. We can get it going from there. I'll give an offer on the rest if anybody wants to do that. But yeah, so I'm going to turn it over. You guys let me know who you want. We can kind of go from there. But I'm taking massive deals to get this bad boy out of the way. We got Missouri down to Syracuse. Let me know who you want. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have Missouri down to Syracuse. YouTube, let me get you switched over here. Had you guys over on the other screen while I was ripping. Get you over here. All right, Missouri down to Syracuse here, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know who you want. We can go from there. Send offers on anybody. Let's get this bad boy out of the way. Yeah, buddy. Just let me know who you want. Missouri down to Syracuse. Plenty of good teams left. Taking offers on multiple. You can snag a solo team if you want. Send offers on anything. I can make an offer on the rest that we have available. If anybody's interested, it's kind of up to you guys on what you want to do, but we can get it going from there. I guess we'll say send offers on any, and this is what we'll do. Duke for 30. Yes, sir. Drew, go ahead and send. You can still send offers on any. take 450. I feel like that's an insane offer. You can still offer on anybody. But that is my offer for the rest if anybody wants it. And obviously it'll continue to get lower if people take teams, but that's pretty much half off. It is half off, actually. That is 50%. So you can offer on teams still if you'd like. If you want Indiana, you do have to take the rest, though. 220-230. 019, Duke off the board. So that's the offer on the rest. If you do want Indiana by itself, you have to take the rest of the teams. If not, you guys can offer on other teams as well if you'd like. Dude, what does New York and the Patriots have some bad blood in recent history? What a nutty start. I feel like that's nuts. I didn't know the Patriots and the Giants hated each other that much. He did get smoked. That was a clean hit, though. He wasn't out of bounds. If anybody's watching that game, it was a clean hit. What's up, baby? Indiana down to Syracuse, ladies and gentlemen. You can make an offer on anybody, but if you want Indiana, you do have to take the rest. And it's half off. It is completely half off. They're definitely trying to give him something. I mean, he obliterated him, TJ. Giants are going to be a good team, though. Giants have plenty of talent. Giants are definitely going to be a good team. But the bad blood, dude. I didn't see that coming. It was a clean hit. He wasn't out of bounds yet. I feel like that was a very fair hit. Can still send offer on anybody, ladies and gentlemen. Can still send offers on anybody, but if you want Indiana, you'd have to take the rest, and that is half off. Jackson Dart needs to be smarter. He's had a couple concussions this year. He's like, not that he's asking for it, but he's not getting out early enough. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously a massive offer on the rest of the teams, but you can still offer on other teams. The only reason I have the offer for the rest is if you want Indiana. You would have to take the rest if you want Indiana. Well, and it's been all year. I feel like not necessarily that everybody's hunting Jackson Dart, but it's like Lamar Jackson. I'm surprised Lamar Jackson hasn't gotten hurt more than he has. Obviously, the Jaden Daniels injury with that. Hurts is a bigger body, so he doesn't get hurt as often, but when you're the size of somebody like that going up against the defense, dude, you just don't. I don't care how strong you think you are, you don't do that. You ain't gonna last super long if you continue to take hits like that. What's up, Filthy? Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Massive, massive offer for the rest of the teams. Or you can continue to offer on teams we have left. Surprised nobody's jumping all over the 450. It's an insanely good deal. It's literally 50% off. Literally. You don't want all, send offers on others. Still plenty of good teams left. Still plenty of good teams left here. I tell you what, final offer, $400. I feel like that's a no-brainer. $400, $501 off. You get the rest of the teams, Indiana down to Syracuse. $501 off. Come on. Keep sending offers, or somebody take the offer that I have for the rest of the teams. That is an insane offer. $400 for the rest of the teams that are $901 worth of teams. Who is gonna take it? Anybody on YouTube, you guys want any teams, let me know. Plenty of good teams left and a massive offer for the rest. Come on. I need Henry to have a good night. I wouldn't be mad. Send some offers my way, ladies and gentlemen. But the only way you're getting Indiana is if you take the rest. But you would have to take that deal. Still a crazy deal. Still a crazy deal. Nobody wanted Keyshawn Booty to score. That's not fun. Wish the Browns were this good. It'd be fun to watch football again. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Send offer on others or take the massive deal. It's a good one. Come on. What's up, Jerm? You need the Giants to start scoring then. Because if it ends up being a blowout, then he ain't going to pass much more. He's got 7 already in one of my leagues. I don't know how your league does scoring, but he's already got 7 in one of my leagues. Yeah, you need the Giants to score on this next drive. Just so it stays like within reason to continue passing the ball down the field. But I guess he could do that for the whole first half. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Who's going to take that massive deal? That is large. Get Indiana down to Syracuse. Can still send offers on anybody. But if you want Indiana, you do got to take the rest. That's $501 off, which is actually kind of wild. It is ripped and ready to go, though. So as soon as we fill this bad boy up, we're getting right into it. But that is an insane deal. Come on. Who's going to take it? What's up, Fitz? What's up, CZ? How you doing, Fitz? Hopefully you had a lovely weekend with your family for Thanksgiving. So you guys can send offers on anybody, but if you guys want Indiana, you do have to take the deal for the rest. But that's $501 off. It's already an insane deal. Can't go lower than 400, but 400 is already a crazy deal. It was good. Good time with the fam. Good weekend. Buckeyes beat Michigan, so that's always a plus. Browns suck, but that's normal. I'm used to that. What's up, Asher? Who is going to take the deal? $501 off is insane. You're pretty much paying for the top three and getting the rest for free. But it's technically paying for Indiana, Missouri, a little bit of Miami, and the rest free. Come on. It is an insane deal. I understand if you don't want to take it, but it is an insane deal. Bam, bam, bam. Who is going to take it? Gosh, he really did get hit hard. What's up, Bacher? How you been, Bacher? Did you enjoy your long weekend with the fam? The long weekend went by like way too quick. It is a dealio. It is a good dealio. Some would say it's a really good dealio. Love that. Love that. Everybody needs a break. Everybody needs a break from their everyday life. But yeah, the weekend flew. I feel like it's always like that though. You get a long weekend, but it's always a good time. Goes by way too quick. All right, let's just do this then. Baylor and Syracuse, 74. Let's get Get rid of these. Washington, Arizona. Cincy, Oregon State. 58. Louisville, Nebraska. 58. K-State. Illinois. 66. There you go. That was a quick score. That helps you out. All right, let's do this. $40 main. Should be 90. This should snap fill. $40 should be 90. Everybody's guaranteed to hit better than what the teams are. Bockert is in. Three, 7, and 8 for Fitz. All right, we got 6 spots left. 6 spots left. Text Steve and have him do it, Gordon. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to personally do that. What's up, Card Chef? Spot 6 for Bowman Collector. What's up, Saucy? All right, we're halfway there. We got 5 spots left. 5 spots left. And bam, bam. So it's on the website, Bowman Collector. It'll be via filler bucks. It's on the website past the breaks there. It's called Buy Filler Spots. You just click on that. You'll type in 40 in the quantity. Hit add to cart. And it'll take you to that little blue cart right there. Click on that. And then all you got to do is finish out the rest of your payment information. Same way, just via filler bucks or via filler spots. Oh, 020. All right, we got 5 spots left, ladies and gentlemen. 5 spots left. Fitz, you're getting paid for. 1, 2, 4, 5, and 10 is all sure. I will not be breaking it down. I took $50 off of the final filler, so there's no reason to break it down. What's up, Stud Boy? Spot 4 for Card Chef. We are 4 away. Spot 5 for Yersick. We are 3 away. Stud Boy, how you been, my friend? We got 1, 2, and 10 left. We have 2 spots left. 1 and 2. We have 1 spot left. Mm-hmm. 230-021. Got you. Love to hear it, Stud Boy. All right, we got spot uno left. That is it. Mm-hmm. 230-022. I hate that we have a new number now, because then I got to get used to typing 230, not 22. Just takes a little bit to get used to. Two three oh 023. Got you. 230-024. Got you. He said, I don't want to know that. 230-025. It is a lot of orders, though. 230,000 orders is absolutely wild when you really put it into the grand scheme of things. But then again, it's been for what? Almost 10 years now? I think 9 years. It's pretty wild. He said, I figured that out on my own, and I wish I didn't. Backer, let me know if he was able to figure that out for you. That boy closes it. All right, we're full. We are full. Also, not to bring up something weird, just because I saw he tackled somebody. How about the news with Abdul Carter? What? Can we talk about that? How is that even a thing? That is absolutely wild to me. He supposedly was watching, I don't even know if I can say it, PORN during one of the meetings. Maybe it's not true, but if it was true, supposedly he was watching that and had it on his headphones, but then his headphones died, so it went on to whatever he was watching it on. Might not actually be true, but if it is true, that's freaking hilarious. All right, good. 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, Even if it's not Yurcik with the top spot, let's go. Even if it's not true, it's still hilarious. Yurcik with the top spot. Well, that's easy. I know who you're going with. Stubboy, you're up. Look at you finally hitting with me, Yurcik. To be fair, everybody that bought in hit for more than what they paid for. To be fair. Bachert, you are up. Was it a parody account, though? One of my buddies sent it to me, so I didn't really even look at it. He just told me what had happened. But it would be much funnier if that was actually the case. Fitz, you're up. Baylor and Syracuse. Off the board. Bowman Collector, you are up. If it was true, though, I told Steve this. It would really surprise me if the organization came out and said it. Like, I feel like that would be something you would hide. Tennessee off the board. Card Chef, you're up. I feel like that would 100% be something you would hide. I feel like you would not want that to be known, even if it was for a punishment. Snagging Washington and Arizona. Got you down there. Fitz, you are up. At least you guys have Super Bowls. Imagine being a Browns fan. Not so fun. Snagging Georgia Tech. Stubboy, you're up. Imagine being a Browns fan. Kansas State, Illinois. Tally, you're up. Cincy, Oregon State, or Louisville, Nebraska. Garrett's nuts, dude. He is on another level. Louisville, Nebraska. Fitz gets Cincy and Oregon State. Bing, boom. Myles Garrett's otherworldly, dude. He's fun to watch. Even if you don't like the Browns, he just appreciate the freaking greatness, dude. We're so lucky to have him, yet I feel so bad for him. But then again, he took the money, so I don't feel as bad. All right, here's your squads. Like, I feel bad that he's on a crappy team, but at the same time, I don't because he took the money. Like, he could have technically probably gone anywhere he wanted, but he still took the money. And I still feel like he would have gotten paid elsewhere, but not as much. Shedur's not terrible. He's better than freaking Gabriel. That's a fact. He is better than Gabriel. I know that doesn't say that much, but he's better than Gabriel. You can probably build off of it. In my opinion, I could be a delusional Browns fan saying this, but to me it truly makes no sense to draft a quarterback because he needs so much more. Let me fix YouTube real quick. You need so much more than just a freaking quarterback. Get you there. Get you there. All right, we're good there. It just doesn't make any sense because he was so accurate in college. And then he came here. Obviously, the Browns don't have great talent, but it just seems like he kind of lost everything. All right, let's get you out of the way. Let's get you up here. Dak's having a great season. Dak's been going off. I would take. But screw it, dude. If he wants to, give us Dak. I would take Dak in a heartbeat. Yep, ripped and ready to go. If you haven't been a part of any of our lives, if anybody's asking, we do rip sometimes these cases and or breaks before we do go live. It is all on YouTube. So if you want to watch it, you can. I ripped this before I went live. So if you want to watch me rip it, you can. You can go on YouTube. But we do rip it all on there. So it's on camera. All right, we'll start with the 2 boxes of hobby. And then we'll do 1 box, so on and so forth. You guys know the deal. You guys know the deal. Jackson. Koisel. Barney with your refractor first. Ty Simpson. Pena out of 275. Made sure to add it. Can we get another one? The Beavers, Murphy out of 25 with your true orange. Imagine 2 1-of-1s in a matter of a week. Malik Murphy out of 25 with your true orange. Rivers. First auto up, Eric Rivers with your base first Bowman. Going to Georgia Tech. Hit you another. Okay. I wish it was that simple. Marcel Reed. Arizona, Luke Weissong out of 150 with your true blue. Going to Arizona and Card Chef. I feel like that's a better start than normal. You don't normally hit until later. It's a better start for you. Mateer. Williams refractor first. Chili's. Nate Frazier out of 325. And a Virgil. What's up, Frank Dank? Craver with your refractor first. It's weird to me that they have some turned over, but not all of them. Can we? Gosh. Teases me too much. Teases me way too much. Lee BB Jr. Right, we gotta fix that. There. Figure. Troll. Where's the sweet spot here? That's better. All right. Sorry, was fixing YouTube. Eisner with your refractor first. Mikey King. Baylor, Sawyer Robinson with your base first. Bowman. Going to Baylor and Fitz Rips. Gunnar Stockton. Sorsby. Katron Allen. Levis. Kyson Brown. Bennett to 275, going to South Carolina. Caden Lee, X-Fractor. Nate Frazier, Refractor first. Got any Buckeye fans in here? Finally got over the hump here against Michigan. I think Indiana is truly going to test them this upcoming weekend. Aguilar. Dan Pierre out of 75 going to Utah. Vizina with your X-Fractor. Brazzelli. Minnesota, Lindsay out of 350 and a Marshall. If we have any Michigan fans in here, sorry, not sorry. All right, that is your first 2 boxes of Hobby. We'll move on to a Breaker's Delight box. Aliato with your X-Fractor first. Bennett. McCray. Drake Lindsay Refractor. Kenny Johnson out of 99. Mendoza to 325. O'Neal out of 275. First auto up going to Utah, Dan Pierre. Iowa, Aaron Graves with your base first Bowman auto. Your final auto of this box, Krishan McCray. Going to Michigan State. I know I could be biased just because I'm an OSU fan, but does anybody see OSU being beat by anybody? I know I'm talking somewhat early. With not the Big Ten Championship happening yet, but... All right, 2 more hobby boxes. Hayden. Eli Bowen with your refractor first. Mendoza base. Makai Lemon out of 275. Morton. TJ Parker with your refractor first. Lowe and A. Brown. There's your next auto. Bryson of Washington with your base first Bowman going to Baylor. And Fitzrips. Bryce Underwood. Nate Johnson with your X-Fractor. Cyrus Allen. Sam Levitt. Marshall to 325. Iowa State, Chase Sowell to 75. Going to Iowa State and Jorge Murr. I feel like both Iowa State wide receivers are absolute dogs. What's up, Jason? Bishop. Wallace. Refractor, Caden Veltkamp. Sellers and an Aliato. Next auto going to Wisconsin. Vinny Anthony out of 150 with your True Blue. Wisconsin. Ain't nothing wrong with being busy. Lockey out of 225 going to Arizona. Take that all day. Marcel Reed going to Texas A&M with your base auto. Can't believe they lost this weekend, but this guy's still a freaking dog. Who has Texas A&M? Going to Martin. Turner. Zallers. Mugai out of 225. CJ Allen with your refractor first. What's up, JT? George out of 275. Taylon Taylor. Breakers Delight boxes are a part of this break. They are a part of this break. It's a nice little mixer. Aguilar with your refractor. How about Tennessee getting their butt whooped? RJ Maryland. And an X-Fractor, Norton. Enrique. Or Federique. Caden Salter base. You take that all day. Coy Perch out of 150 with your True Blue. Need me a low-numbered auto. Nussmeier. Dante Moore. Rocco Becht with your X-Fractor. Locke. And a Sam Levitt. Stop it. Stop it. You're too kind. He's 100% he 100% has a concussion. Great House with your X-Fractor first. That's clean. Barnett out of 48. Could see this guy in the playoffs. Jalen Thomas. Robinson. Darius Taylor to 325. Bishop out of 325. Hoover out of 50. First auto up, Traber Payne out of 299 with your refractor first. UCLA Javion Thomas out of 150 with your True Blue. Backside auto going to Louisville. You take that all day. Miller Mouse going to Louisville and Tally. I need me a Mendoza auto. Can't be just Steve who's hitting them. Come on, Yersick. One time for the one time. I don't know if he's a senior or not. We'll go one more Breakers Delight box before we hit the last two hobby. You're a Patriots fan, right, TJ? Is there a chance that he comes out, Card Chef, do you know? Anthony Hill Jr. with your X-Fractor. Marshall out of 48. Alt Turner. Chili's with your Refractor. Darius Taylor with your green. Lettered up. Ty Simpson to 325. Lewis out of 225. K-State Avery Johnson with your base first Bowman auto. Quintron Martin Jr. with your base first. And your backside going to Iowa, Aaron Graves. Really? I didn't know Noah played golf with him. I know he's a JMU guy, but I didn't know that. Well, yeah, because I think that's where he started, right? Or did he start at JMU? Or did he start at VCU and then he went to JMU? All right, we got two hobby boxes left, and we'll finish with the two boxes of Breakers Delight. Meisel. Coleman. Douglas. Lauder out of 350 with your yellow mini diamond. Lenoris. Next auto up, Hudson Clement with your base first Bowman auto. Okay. Was he there when VCU upset? What was it? Who was it? Virginia? Or was that Purdue? Pavia with your X-Fractor first. Alexander. Jonah Coleman out of 150 with your blue mini diamond going to Washington. You take that all day. Oh, I know. To be completely honest, I would turn that down. He wasn't single. Ask Steve if he would have done it. The answer is no. The answer is no. Steve would not have. Ukulele out of 150 with your true blue. I'm almost positive he was with his girl at the time. Gunnar Stockton. Was he? Marcel Reed Refractor. Huh? I was wrong. The whole Riley Reed thing with Noah. Baugh out of 99 with your green shimmer. Was he single at the time? Pryor. Also, they wanted to charge an astronomical amount to do it, by the way, which is absolutely wild. Yeah, you ain't doing it then. Oesco out of 325. Steve, you wouldn't have done it either. You take that, though. Dean's Liz, Caden Salter. Going to Colorado and Jerry Linerode. That's an astronomical amount. Darius Taylor. Vezina. Craver. Roselli out of 150. Nothing? Why is it upside down? Why not? Going to SMU. How about a second case hit, Kevin Jennings? How about a second case hit? That's pretty neat. Hunter. That's absolutely wild. Eli Holstein. It might have been your most watched Mendoza base. Might have been your most watched live of all time. Carson Beck to 99. Mikey King. Douglas to 99 with your green mini diamonds. Green with your refractor first. You wouldn't have been able to do the live on Instagram. I feel like you would have been shut off real quick. Pavia. Take that. Draylon Miller, 42 of 50. Little inscription auto with your gold shimmer first. Michael Taffy. Might be the greatest one of all time. Kake with your refractor first. What a hobby half case. Going to South Carolina and Drew. And a Sellers. All right, we have 2 boxes left of Breaker's Delight. It's khaki. We did hit the gopher the other night. James. Singleton. Levis out of 48. KC Concepcion. Kid's an absolute dog. I didn't know how good he was until I watched him play on Saturday. Jackson to 99 with your true green. Russell to 350. Vinny Anthony to 350. Georgia. Nate Frazier, 1 of 25 with your true orange. Going to Georgia and Jorge Murr. That is disgusting. It's going to be a really good box. Cedric Alexander out of 299. Your final auto out of 25 going to South Carolina. Dylan Stewart. That was a great box. That was a really good box. That would be a box you would be happy about if you bought it. There's not many boxes you would buy that you'd be happy about, especially for how expensive they can get. But that box would have done numbers. All right, we got 1 box left. 1 box left. Another great break, by the way. These mixers have been loaded for us. We've maybe had one bad break of this. But other than that, these mixers have been like insanely good. Sellers with your X-Fractor first. Low. Stewart out of 48 going to South Carolina. Rocco Becht with your refractor. Labus out of 225. Danny O'Neill out of 325. Nussmeier to 150. Next auto up, going to Louisville, Isaac Brown out of 75. In tally. Tucker Gleason going to the Rockets in Toledo. Going to the Conference USA in Bockert. Your final auto of the break. UCF. Jaden Nixon out of 25. Another great mixer. Another great mixer. What's up, Tommy? All right, ladies and gentlemen, that'll be it from me tonight. I think, Steve, am I posting more of this? It was spread out. Let's do a quick little recap. You had Isaac Brown out of 75. Gleason. Nixon out of 25. Alexander. Dylan Stewart out of 25. Miller to 50. Clement. Avery Johnson. Martin Jr. Aaron Graves. Pena. Javion Thomas. Anthony. Washington. Dampier. Graves with your base. McCray. Robertson. Bibby Jr. Rivers. Out of 25, Nate Frazier with your true orange. Gotta love it. Mascot Cocky with your refractor first. 2 case hits in 1/2. Kevin Jennings and Caden Salter. Miller Mouse with your first Bowman auto. Marcel Reed with your base auto. Jonah Coleman out of 150 with your blue mini diamond first. Sowell to 75 with your purple first auto. And a Luke Wysong out of 150. Another great break. All right, that'll be it for me tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you guys again on Wednesday. And I will talk to Steve here shortly and figure out what he's breaking tomorrow. But I appreciate you guys. We'll see you another time. Deuces. Peace out, YouTube.